For years, one crypto network quietly moved enough money to rival a small country's economy, and Europe just moved to shut it down. The European Union unveiled its 21st sanctions package against Russia, and for the first time it takes direct aim at a sprawling crypto payments network built to dodge those sanctions. At the center is a system called the A7 network, which blockchain analysts at Chainalysis say has processed roughly $120 billion through its own stablecoin. The package bans 14 crypto service platforms spread across Georgia, Panama, the United Arab Emirates, the Marshall Islands, Kyrgyzstan, and Belarus. And for the very first time, the EU is threatening a full ban on crypto services from any country that keeps hosting these evasion tools. In total, the measures hit more than 100 banks and crypto operators, along with dozens of vessels in Russia's so-called shadow fleet. It is the clearest sign yet that regulators now treat stablecoins as a front line in geopolitics, not just finance. At its peak, this company controlled nearly a fifth of all the computing power securing Bitcoin, and now it cannot pay its debts. Poolin, once one of the largest Bitcoin mining pools anywhere in the world, has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in the United States. The filing, submitted in a New Jersey court, lists somewhere around $173 million in total debt. Back in 2019, at the height of the last bull market, Poolin commanded roughly 18 to 20% of all of Bitcoin's mining power. But the collapse now leaves about 11,700 users holding some $164 million in frozen claims, money that has been locked up ever since the pool suddenly suspended withdrawals back in 2022. Poolin permanently shut down every last one of its mining operations on July 10th. Now it plans to sell off its West Texas mining sites for a starting bid of $52 million, closing the book on one of crypto's earliest giants. In the span of a single afternoon, hackers pulled a combined $35 million out of crypto, and they did it in 3 completely separate attacks. On July 23rd, 3 different crypto protocols were all drained within roughly 6 hours of one another, a stretch some are already calling a hacker's day. The single biggest hit was AFX Trade, which lost around $24 million after attackers exploited a weak third-party bridge running on Arbitrum. Just hours later, Veriscoin's Ethereum bridge lost about $7.5 million more, to the very same kind of bug that had already been used to attack it once before, back in May. And a third protocol, B2 Network, was drained of almost $4 million on top of that. Every single one of these attacks targeted the cross-chain bridges that shuttle assets between blockchains, exposing a weakness the industry still has not managed to fix. Together, they push crypto's total losses for the month of July alone past a staggering $630 million. Subscribe now.